channel. NYX Christina here, and thank you for watching yet another one of my tutorials here on YouTube. So today I actually did I don't know. I've always wanted to do like one of these, like the power of the makeup looks, like half no makeup, half makeup. So to be completely honest with you guys, looking at it, swatching it, and actually working with it on my eyes, I've had several different experiences, and I want to share them with you right now through this intro. But let's start off with the highlighters. The highlighters I absolutely adore. Like, can we just and I used this purple, mostly this purple shade right here. I did mix it a little bit with this gold shade, but I felt like I didn't really need to, because this purple shade really did it all for me. I did that because I was afraid that it wouldn't show up on my skin tone, or it would show up too ashy on my skin tone, should I say. But like, guys, look at this highlighter. So this is the deluxe edition. It does feature 4 highlighters, and I adore them. Like, I haven't tried all of them. I've only tried the 2 that I just spoke about, but I have tried this white one right here on my inner corner, not on this look honestly, but on another look, and I still love it. But I am seeing the same problem with the highlighters that I am seeing with the shadows. So this palette has so much fallout, it's not even funny. Like, I've come to the conclusion that I'm willing to put up with the fallout if the shadows were as bomb as the highlighters, if that makes sense. I think it does, whatever. But unfortunately, I did not have the same love for the highlighters as I did with the palette, and I'm like literally like staring at this palette because I'm like, it was such a disappointment. So let me clarify, the palette is okay. Okay, it's okay. I've definitely had better. It's not impossible to work with, but it does, the color payoff is not there with this palette. So I don't know, like, I'm torn. Like, the price isn't that bad. I think it's $22.50. So I don't know. It's not a bad palette. It really isn't. But BH Cosmetics has amazing palettes for an amazingly low price. So I do definitely think that this palette could have been better. So I did look up a few looks on this palette featuring all different types of skin tones, and I want to say that I didn't see the best looks come out with this palette regardless of what skin tone it was. So I don't want to say that this is like specifically like not for women of color. Like, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say like this is not a woman of color friendly palette, because honestly, from the looks that I've seen, I don't think that the shade, the payoff on this palette like really accommodates all types of shade range. Like, they just need to work on the color pigmentation of this palette. That's all I have to say right now off the top of my head on this palette. Like, this is just some little thoughts that came to mind while I was working with it. So let's talk future videos real quick. So I do owe you guys a couple tutorials on the Jaclyn Hill palette. I do have a few of them recorded, but I'm just not satisfied. You know, you've got that feeling. You guys should follow me on Twitter. I'll put my @ name, like maybe like right here somewhere. I'll put the @ name somewhere on the screen so you guys can follow me on Twitter. But Twitter is basically like where I go to like post like my unfinished half face looks. Like, you know, like maybe I'm like practicing or just playing around with makeup sometimes, and I don't necessarily want to film a video, so I'll like just do like an eye look and take a picture, and I'll just upload to Twitter just to get some work for myself out there. I don't see time in my schedule until Sunday, and today is Monday, so a whole week. So unfortunately that means that I just won't have time to film it until the end of this week. So till the start of next week. But bear with me. I promise I'm gonna get it up. I promise I haven't forgot about YouTube. But thank you guys for watching yet another one of my tutorials. If you guys want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Would I walk outside like this? Fuck it, I think I would. Alright guys, first ignore my background because we got hella people in the room making hella noise. But first I'm taking this MAC Soft Ochre, I don't know how to pronounce this, paint pot, and this is from MAC. And this is my first time working with it, but I've heard good things about it. But the way it set itself, because like if you notice that I'm applying it, well maybe not if you can notice it now that I'm blending it out, but it does set itself as you go. So I didn't have to work too hard, and I also didn't really have to put my setting powder down to set it. So I initially wanted this to be like how do I say it, like not a talk through, like just you guys watching me do my makeup, but I feel like I should explain what's happening with this Carli Bible palette. So I am, but not, maybe not the whole video, whatever. But right now I'm using this Morphe Y16 brush, and I use this brush for most of the shadows that I go in with the exception of one that I don't have in front of me, so I can't even tell you the name, but I've used it in pretty much the past 3 videos, so maybe I'll look it up. Maybe, I don't know. Alright guys, so it was around this time right here where like my disappointment for this palette began to like surface. Like it just wouldn't, the color, I imagined it to be a lot more intense, and it wasn't giving me what I wanted. So it was just a huge disappointment to me. I didn't want this look to be super basic, and I kind of wanted it to be strictly mattes, and that didn't. So like after I saw like the pigmentation on this palette, I decided to cut the crease and add all this white liner and all that jazz. But I also blended out the color after I put it on there. I just wanted to advise it, like it didn't give me harsh lines in the first place, so like I just went back and I packed it on some more. This video is turning into like a mini like review on this paint pot, and I'm kind of loving it. But I do like this paint pot, guys. I don't know, but I like it for the same reasons. I think I just said this in my last voiceover, but I like it for the same reason that I like the benefit from concealer. Like it's super thin, super nice to work with. Not thin, super thick, and super nice to work with. But it's nice because as you just saw, I applied the first layer, it's super thin, and then I went in with another layer to make it thicker. But it does set itself, and I did not have to work that hard to smooth out the bumps and wrinkles and anything like that in the actual concealer. So you do have to work a little bit quick with this, but it just didn't, I don't know, I think it's definitely worth it. But anyways guys, I don't have a formal outro film for you guys, and I'm pretty much done with the voiceover. So I'm just going to speed up the video, and that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys on my next tutorial, and there's still obviously a lot more left, but that's it for this voiceover.